We live.
You feel what I'm saying,
What's up,
boy?
It's the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man.
Yes, yes, yes.
Front page. We love it.
Yes, we do.
Merry Christmas to you, man. Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays.
You know
Holiday
what?
season.
Hey, to my left, you can see right here, man. I got the one and only cousin Rob. What's happening?
Man, what's good in the hood?
Yes, sir.
Everything going as planned as it should. Am laying wood.
Hey, he's up there, man. Also, man, right in front of me.
Yes.
You can't see it.
I'm here. I'm live. I'm on the screen.
We got the incomparable. Hey, Jesus.
Notre Dame, who was number 5 and dropped out of the top 25.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. We went from like sugar to shiznit in the span of 3 weeks.
I think they call it Shinola.
Shinola.
The second we lost to Florida State, it was over.
If we were still on Spreaker, we would hear the burn, 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 burn.
Yeah.
Give me the thing. I can put some sounds on there.
Give me the professional terminology known as the thing.
The thing is a penis. Go ahead.
For sure. Hey, I tell you what, man. This is the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. We are live on YouTube, man. Check this out, man. Come holler at us.
Yes.
Man, if you can see right behind me, there's traffic. There's nothing happening right now. But there's
This is Indianapolis. We get a car once every 15 minutes.
It definitely shuts down about 8:30. Hey, so I tell you what, man. Today's show is about public unrest. It's about getting out there and doing your thing, man. We're not talking about burning stuff, man. But you know what it's about? You know what it's about? What's it about, Jesus? What's it about?
It's about digging in your nose and immediately grabbing the bacon.
Don't do that. All right, so freedom of speech.
What? Yeah.
We're going to talk about freedom of speech. We also going to get into Brews and Reviews. Brews and Reviews is when we discuss, a new television show. Cousin Rob, you tell us about it.
All right, here on the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, which you're looking at live, which kind of destroys the radio show part of it, and maybe the Heavy Hitters television program. How about that?
Right.
The Heavy Hitters Live.
It's a live radio show.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have a segment called Brews and Reviews, and what that means is any given item, even any given television program, any given movie, any given source of vagina, any of that, you're going to give it brews. One brew is excellent. 5 brews is I need to be drunk. Just like if you have some garbage vagina, I need about 5 brews for me to enjoy that.
Hey, folks, that's Cousin Rob, man. You got to understand. If you think about the dynamics of this show. All right, so I'm the host. This is Moose at Big House, man. I'm the host of the show. And then we got Jeezy over there. You got
Yes.
And then we got Cousin Rob, who is the wild card. That's the new technical term for wild card.
And the only one I can sound like I'm from Ireland, so therefore, I'm the fucking clown.
If you're making a movie, he's all of 6'6". He's about 280 now, right?
I wish. Unfortunately, I'm still hovering at 318 pounds.
318 pounds, folks, but lifting 405 pounds several times. I'm just making that up, but it's close, though. At least 315 pounds several times. A monster of a man. And so if you're making a scary movie, or if you're making, even a nice Christmas holiday spectacular, I think you can be that cuddly monster that they enjoy. You can be the cute, cuddly monster.
That's awesome. That's not going to happen.
Our waitress, for 1 second, I thought our waitress had on shorts. But I think her pants are like skin color. You should be careful wearing skin. You should be careful wearing skin color pants that are tight. Because you definitely run into a situation.
Yes, sir.
So here's the thing right here that I've discovered right? Is how weird is it that we're getting the eye. Like, can you imagine how trained these people are in like Monday Night Football, where they're actually engaging each other this close with the microphone?
We're doing it.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like,
That is fake. Cause you'll watch like Gruden and Tirico,
come
and
on.
Gruden be talking to Tirico, be like,
Yeah, they're like, does his breath smell like onions and
Right.
shit rags? No,
right.
like, you know,
It's almost like, do you look at him or do you look at the camera? Like, yeah, he's talking.
You do a little bit of both because we talking to each other and we also talking to everybody who's paying attention to us. You said we had 900 views last
like
week
that.
or something?
like to apologize.
Total.
Brews and reviews to keep it right on point, ladies and gentlemen. 1 brew is phenomenal. 0 brews is phenomenal. 5 brews, it sucks ass.
Have you caught up on the Flash? Is
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Stop.
okay? I'm going back to you. Okay, go ahead.
Here's what's cool. Here's what's cool about y'all. So I was way behind on Agents of Shield.
You caught up.
Because it's on Tuesday nights. So I go home. I go to bed after the show. Over the holidays, man. You guys will be proud of me.
You binge watched
It's
it.
binge watching.
So you finished the season 1 yet?
Yes, I'm all the way up into like in a couple weeks from now.
Really, man? You did some serious. You was like on episode.
Binge watching.
You watched like probably like 10 episodes in the.
It started sometime in April of last year, whenever it started.
Well, hey, it's good, ain't it?
It was amazing. And how come y'all didn't tell me?
No, where you been? I told
guys, man, y'all ain't.
Agents of Shield, man, is
Hey, man,
dude. Do you like Darth Ward?
it was amazing.
Ward has become like just evil, yo.
Ward is a mess. and Deathlock.
Yeah.
Deathlock was dope. I was like, they haven't said anything. They've been watching this the whole time.
I haven't watched it.
You ever watch Agents of Shield?
Oh,
Dude.
I'm so far behind.
Cause like right now they're going into the Inhumans. Is where you're really getting into now.
Right there, yeah. So we just need to chill for a minute.
Yeah, but it's all leading to the Age of Ultron.
It's amazing.
I'm looking at this Batman symbol on my hat, and why does it look like it's not real?
It does look like it's not quite. It looks like it's going to be added.
Yeah, exactly. So what I have in reviews today, Jeezy, is the trailer to the new Star Wars movie.
I did not see the trailer yet.
I'm gonna have to.
Is there a brother?
There-
When you get done,
Is Jar Jar Binks in it?
No. There's a actual real black person, blacker than any member of the
The heavy hitter.
And that's the first question that, yeah, you're a black man, but about as black as this computer screen right here. But that's the thing. And why did they open the trailer up with this? The stormtrooper rises out of the sand and he takes his helmet off, and it's a coon. And it's like,
he's a brother.
he's a brother, yeah,
Okay, he's a brother.
porch monkey.
So the guys in the white suits are brothers.
Just one dude. So I'm like, what happened to the clones? Because the clones
That's
used to.
what somebody said.
Somebody said what?
All right.
Because again, I'm not in the.
You're not cool. You're not cool.
Star Wars. I have no idea. So what was somebody saying?
Okay, there's a big stink right now. The folks Moose aka Big House Man, heavy hitters, and there's a big stink that there's a black stormtrooper, because from what I understand, the clones were cloned from a pilgrim. So are all the stormtroopers the same person? Is that
they covered that in the old Star Wars. It was the prequels, part 2.
But I mean, but here's what I'm saying. So I mean, like Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff shot out that holy cow, there cannot be a black stormtrooper because the original one that they cloned everybody from was white.
Which makes me think, because this is in the future. This is after Luke Skywalker. Are you over here?
So basically, there's no in this Star Wars. There's no Darth Vader or none of them guys.
Darth Vader is gone. Luke Skywalker is Obi-Wan Kenobi's age in this.
Okay, so this
Star Wars.
so this is like
Han Solo is an old man.
so this is after like episode 1. Well, episode 1 was like the beginning. So this
Episode
is after
6.
this is after the Empire Strikes Back and all of that. This is after that.
Is, way after that.
After that.
So
Well, not you know they went to the prequel. They did.
So this is number 7. When it's supposed to be number 7. That's
Yeah.
not number like 10. And then they go
It's
back
back
up again.
to Yoda's when Yoda is in high school or some shit. Yeah, no. This is 7.
Okay. All right.
So
You know,
so that's why I'm like I'm thinking the clones are gone. Like, now if you're an Imperial trooper, you know you could
you can
be
be anybody.
anybody.
They're taking brothers. In the future, y'all can get jobs, man. So don't be trying to put your hands up.
No.
You can be a stormtrooper if you want to.
No, here we go. More accurately, brothers.
How come I don't have my earphones on? I can't
I
hear
don't
anything.
understand. More accurately, brothers, if you want a job, you can get one in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, you stupid.
Yeah.
No, you ain't seen no boy behind y'all on camera. But
What's he doing?
Otis.
Somebody walking past.
Why is every old black man named Otis? But anyway,
That's an old.
so
I'm gonna give the new Star Wars trailer one brew.
well, so I actually saw a trailer, and I want to get your opinion on it. The new Jurassic Park trailer.
All right, go.
So, what did you think about the Jurassic Park trailer? Did you see it?
I'm gonna give it 2.5 brews.
Yeah, I'm again. I haven't seen a new dinosaur, but something tells me it will look like Godzilla.
You know what? On the regular tip, they are really close here. I mean, this is like real stuff. Let's Moose ain't get big as a They are on the verge of cloning
Dinosaurs.
No, a mammoth. Yeah, a mammoth.
Let's get it.
They're very, very close to cloning a mammoth. They don't quite have the full chain of DNA they need to make it happen, but they're very close. I mean, that's real life stuff.
No,
What do you
Moose.
guys think about that?
No. To be honest, Moose, the dinosaur has already been cloned. When anytime they come out and say, yeah, we're this close. No, you didn't done it.
They already did.
The whole
You know
story about the island of Dr. Moreau, they've done that a long time ago. And then there's a velociraptor human being. They're the
That's
lizard
funny.
men. They
funny.
control the world.
You know what I mean? Somebody somewhere is in the lab cooking up human beings to see how they react and throwing them out into the open. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is happening.
Come on, man. All I'm saying is they almost got the mammoth. I don't really necessarily want a woolly mammoth running around.
Me
I
neither.
do. Let me see that. I'm sick of Bigfoot not being found. Let's get the aliens. I can handle everything. So come on with the woolly man.
Yeah, it's cool until put like this. Knowing man, we will always go too far. Like wherever the line is, we'll overstep that line.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's
'Cause
overstep.
if you found that DNA strand, what's the stop of saying, you know what, man? I want humans to have wings. Let's
get
take a
it.
bird and human.
Let's-
No, they doing it, man.
They doing
They
it.
doing it.
They already. It's called genetic manipulation.
Yeah.
They already said
We're playing God.
100 years from now, yeah, they'll be 8 foot tall. If you want to be 8 foot tall, be
You
able to
can.
bench press 700 pounds,
You can do it.
with pink skin, you'll be able to
You
do
hear?
it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'll be
For $1.5 million, your children, or $120 million, your children will be 9 feet tall.
You can already choose. I mean, I know, like, at my age and my relative health before now, like, my swim team is like IPS status. You know what I mean? Like, you know, talking about swim team, like your sperm.
Spring
count.
yeah.
And so, like, your sperm count, when you get a little older, your sperm count gets low. And so, like, when I say IPS status, like, IPS might have 1 or 2 people on their swim team. They did not win the state championship.
Right. But you know what else they can do, man? Is like what they're doing for the rich. Is basically, man, like, you know what? You want to be 35? We'll grow you to 35, and then like take your organs and put it into your clone.
Slow you down.
It's called dream catching, where they put these chips in your brain to record everything that you're doing, record it, like a hard drive, so to speak. And then when you clone, they program all your memories and all your stuff into this new person. That's weak, dog. That's happening.
Think about that, Moose.
It's going to be too crowded. It's going to be too crowded.
I mean, heaven's crowded, right?
No, there's plenty of space.
No. And see what had happened is,
What is the word? Are you on camera?
No, I'm saying I'm on camera. I'm saying heaven is
Get
crowded.
yourself on
If you
camera.
think about all the people on earth that has died
No,
since
here
the
we
beginning
go.
of time,
Here we go. What had happened is,
it's a trillion people.
okay, what kind of genetics does a human being need to be able to survive on the moon?
On the moon?
Yeah. Then they'll go even further than that. What kind of genetics do people need to have?
Well, you heard
for
about
humans
the
to
you
survive
heard about the
on Mars?
2025 initiative or 2020 initiative to inhabit Mars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What it is? We just won't stop, and then we'll turn into my science fiction tale. You know, we have all these science fiction movies about aliens invading the Earth. What if the humans were the first extraterrestrials?
Interstellar.
And it's us that start going out into space.
Interstellar. Whereas we found that we've been in a time continuum.
But I'm saying it's us that's invading
Right.
aliens, and we're like, look
Well,
at that little green monster.
what you heard.
Port him up here.
You heard one of the theories
We're gonna
is
stick this up its
that-
ass and see how you.
well, Rob, you heard it. One of the theories is like a lot of the stuff that we're seeing is us from the future coming back to stop us from doing things that we messed up in the future.
Time traveling.
Yeah, time to come back to say, you know what? Yeah, you're not supposed to have these nuclear bombs. Let's go ahead and disable this.
Yeah.
So you can't, which is the Salworth spaceman. I just gave you the name. Look at the Salworth spaceman.
I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even care nothing about that.
Yeah, I watch all them shows, man.
So the Star Wars trailer is one brewed into Jurassic Park.
No, I love it.
Because we got here off of the Mammoth.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the cool
branch.
thing. I mean, this show, folks, you don't know. The Heavy Hitters Radio Show that's now live in video on YouTube is the guys you want to hang with, man. You got Moosic and Big House, and you got Cousin Rob.
Yes, sir.
Right next to you.
And we are.
On the other side, you got AGZ.
AGZ, Notre Dame,
We
Bleezy.
are the guys you want to hang with.
Yeah, for real,
Yes.
man.
And we're surrounded by multitudes of people. So, Gregory, this is my friend Gregory. He wants to hang out with us.
I have no
Gregory,
idea. Hey, I tell you what, though, real quick, we are where you are.
So get comfortable.
come on in.
Your mom.
Yeah, that's us, man. All right, so check this out. You can also call us on 317-67.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah, that number is 317-67.
Heavy.
Cousin Rob, that number is 317-67.
43289.
Yeah, I mean, that's us, man. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. We are out there doing all that. You can find us. All right, so now the show today, though, is talking about freedom of speech. Now, of course, we've been inundated with all of the media with the Michael Brown incident. We've been inundated with the media from the 12-year-old young fella in Cleveland. And even here in Indiana, you know, like somebody said to me today, I hang out with a lot of pilgrims. And today they said, well, you know what? There was a white police officer, pilgrim police officer, that put a tourniquet on a guy, and nobody knows about that, you know, because somebody shot themselves or whatever, they put a tourniquet on or whatever. So we need to talk about all that. And Jeezy, I talked to you earlier today, and you want to talk about this this protesting that they're doing where they kind of fake like they're dying or something.
Yeah, they call dying.
Dying. Folks, let's talk about all that. All right, so Michael Brown.
Well, the thing is, what I want to talk about is the St. Louis Rams. If you watch football, the five wide receivers came out and kind of put their hands up in show of support of the whole protest movement because they're in St. Louis, they're in the Ferguson area, so they kind of know what's going on more than those outside of the area. So basically, the Ferguson Police Department wanted the NFL to discipline the players because they felt like it was a bash against police officers. And so basically the NFL was like, no, we're not going to take any stance on that, you know.
Yeah.
And the players came out and said that was not any slight against law enforcement, but a showing support for, you know, the protesters and what's going on.
Hey.
So that's when the whole freedom of speech came up. And you had different people take different stands on it, saying that, you know, freedom of speech doesn't necessarily mean that you're not above consequence for what you say or your actions you take, which I get all of that. But I feel like when it comes to protesting these situations, like what are we doing to advance the situation? Like,
right.
I get that we want to march in the street. I get that we want to march in front of the, but what are we doing to better the situation? Like what is being done to say, okay, let's stop this from happening again. Let's educate our Caucasian brethren to
So
not
that
be
we don't see
threatened, to
color.
not feel threatened by a black man when you see him walking down the street. Because there are tons of videos on YouTube where there's one, everybody's seen the one guy in Georgia walking around waving a gun in the middle of a park, and he was not shot with deadly force, was shot in the stomach, but he was let to stand there for like a couple of hours as he waved his gun in the crowd. But yet a 12-year-old black kid has a toy gun and is shot immediately in the street. Like
it definitely comes down to the training of the officer.
exactly.
First of all, it comes down to the training of the officer and all that surrounds the situation. I mean, somebody called in and said, I think it's a toy gun, but the person relaying the message to the policeman did not say that. Of course, now that doesn't matter. I can safely tell you that if everything's okay with me and there is somebody waving a gun at me, the outcome might be the same as if these officers. If there's a large man my size or larger or even smaller than me that is attacking me, the outcome might be the same as the Michael Brown situation. That is reality. We cannot excuse the fact that there's bad behavior that's happening, and people are not going to be able to stand me for saying that. Well, that's the case.
Well, what was it?
If the police officer says stand down or put your weapon down or get on the ground or put your hands up or whatever, put it down, put your hands up, be still, turn around.
I think what you missing, I think you're saying what Michael Brown allegedly did to this officer.
Allegedly, yeah.
Because let's again look at the court documents of testimony.
It was all over the place.
He said that he had a broken orbital bone. All the stuff was supposed to be fractured. But you saw pictures of his face. There was nothing wrong. So clearly somebody's lying in that situation. And Michael Brown's not here to defend himself.
Right.
And the one guy who was there, the other witness, they discredited him.
None of them were credible.
But in the legal system, that's their job is to discredit the witness.
But there's also someone on the other side to make them credible.
But the thing is, that's
so many different stories.
But Moose, that's the problem, is that there was nobody fighting on the prosecution side to fight for that situation. If they never had any follow-up questions to the when the officer said this, there was no follow-up. It was kind of like, okay, this is what happened. Yeah, okay. It was kind of like, let's move this along.
You feel threatened, you were in danger. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. So it was a lot of that. It was a lot of like when he reached into the car, like, wait a minute, you was in the SUV. So how was he reaching in when you in the SUV that sits up high? I mean, there was so many like loopholes and just stuff that it didn't make sense. It didn't add up. But however, the problem is, it's not just the Michael Brown case. It's the case of the guy gets out of his car and the officer says, let me see your license.
Ridiculous.
He said, okay. He turns to get his license. He gets shot 6 times. But you ask him my license, I reach to grab it, I get shot. But then you got another guy, a white guy, with a gun in the middle of a park waving around, and he's not treated the same way. That's the problem, I think, where people across the country, now that we got this internet and everybody's kind of like eyes glued, is we seeing we're not being treated the same as far as like.
Because you know what? I mean, I'm very interested in the stance I'm going to take here. But with World Star Hip Hop and all the other.
The perception.
The perception of the black man, the larger black man. I mean, you know what? Man, I ain't going to bother nobody. I don't want no trouble. But just the other day, I was crossing the street downtown, and I'll be damned. Guess what happened? I was walking across and somebody hit their locks. Click, click. I'm like, you know what? I got my own money. I don't want nothing from y'all. But
heavy hitters.
They for sure hit the button on me. So that's gonna happen every time.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, the first thing we want to say is World Star Hip Hop and all this kind of mess. But there's other sites where it's like, if you look at the filth.com or all these other sites is not necessarily hip hop, where there's like white people doing the same stuff, man. It's not just us,
they
man.
Don't judge them like
those same fights that they have get millions of views. They get millions of hits. It's the same thing, but it's just for whatever our image is so just threatening. You know what I'm saying?
Scary, man.
I don't think so.
How
First
tall
of
are you?
all, no, because some big white boys out
Yeah.
here too. The thing of it is,
So
the thing of it is we are as a race uniquely enjoy ignorance.
I like
But-
it.
but-
Not a lot of other races float over to being as ignorant as we enjoy. Speaking of World Star Hip Hop, how many times you see boys get hyped because they done seen somebody get slapped on a train? That's ignorant.
But
You don't see white people doing
yes,
that.
you do.
No,
Yes,
you do not.
yes,
You
yes.
do not see that on the grand
I will
scale.
post
And if they
several
do-
videos on the Heavy Hitters Radio Show Facebook
If they
page
will do
showing. I will do it.
Do that,
Th-
and I
th-
guarantee
I love
it's
to
black
see that.
people around. This is what I'm saying.
What does that mean,
They
dog?
float.
Hey,
They
folks.
float.
Dog,
Hey, folks, this is exclusive.
Oh.
Actually, somebody
hold on.
is going against. These two are going against each other. And I'm not in.
Hold on, Ross. Let me ask you this.
Big house.
Let me ask you
We
this.
float. We
So
congregate to ignorance.
all these
Did you see the black woman in church twerking?
yeah, but
No,
That was
I did not-
ridiculous.
that did not
dog.
happen.
It was, and she was up on the pulpit.
That
dog.
did not happen.
She had a. I
Yeah,
promise.
but Rob, let me ask you this. There have been several shootings in Colorado. There's shootings in of white kids. So now all of a sudden, are white kids in trench coats being identified and harassed and shot?
They work for
They
a while.
work.
No, for a while. If you see 7 white kids walking down the street right now, would you
I'm
be
nervous.
afraid?
I'm nervous. Yeah.
No, you would not. You would not.
I
Why
would
is
say,
that?
How about,
Why is
I'm a
that?
black man and
No,
I'm
but
But you
walking
see
down
7
the
black
street,
kids. You see 7 black kids walking down the street now. Oh, it's a
I'm
posse.
immediately
It's a
ready. Like, which
I'm a-
one am I gonna knock out
I'm
first?
gonna
Because
talk
I
to
might
them.
get stabbed.
Hey man, I'm not. You know what? I mean,
So why is that? So why is a group
Because
of
they stab people.
Why
and
is a
they
group-
rob people.
but white kids do the same thing? So why is there 7 white kids walking down the street and nobody says nothing?
Because you're gonna
I'd be nervous
live.
about them too.
Huh?
You're
Nervous
gonna
about
live.
both.
Who would you be more nervous about? 7 black kids or 7 white kids?
Same. I work with
It
children.
depends
so
on where you at.
You got to.
I'm just right here in downtown Indianapolis.
I'm not worried about none of it.
I'm not worried about none
Not
of it.
down here.
But why is the perception? Okay, let's say.
Because, I
But
mean,
people, I've been in
why.
communities. I've been in communities where they had like these big old party at the gas station. It was like all white kids out there having a good time. Nobody says nothing. But as soon as a bunch of black people get together in the same parking lot,
It's got to be shut
it
down.
got to be shut down. So why is that, dog? And both of them are peaceful.
I'm gonna tell you right.
So why is that?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
So why is it? Are you defending it? I'm sorry. I'll let you talk. I
I'll
won't
tell
cut
you
you off.
right now. I'll tell you right now. If you look at what happens, say during Black Expo, right? You got all these hundreds of thousands of people downtown, thousands of people downtown, right? And the shootings and all kind of stuff happen. Now, I've been downtown, say St. Patrick's Day, or when FFA is in town, Future Farmers and all that, where still these thousands of teenagers, maybe pilgrim teenagers, future farmers, right? Nothing happened.
That's not true. That is so far.
I'm gonna tell you right
Did
now.
you not see the Giants win the World Series and what happened in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Did you was it black people out there? No, if I remember correctly,
Celebration. Yeah.
there's white people burning up buses,
Here we
throwing.
go.
Yeah, but was anybody shot?
Here we go. Here we go.
With
anybody
any
shot?
college team?
Wait, was anybody shot?
Here we go.
No.
When-
Talk about the
when-
police.
Here we go. Check this
About
out.
the police.
Was anybody shot?
So-
was
It
anybody
didn't appear
shot?
that either one of the heavy hitters are listening to what I'm saying. When Barack Obama was elected for president,
Mhm.
did you see hordes of white people looting in Dollar
What about the
Tree?
pilgrims? Man?
Did you see pilgrims looting Dollar Tree
No.
when Barack Obama
Dog,
got
everybody
elected
loots, everybody riots, man. It's not a
No,
black and
no,
white
It's
thing.
not a black
So,
thing.
but
president? How about they'll loot and they'll loot jewelry stores? They're
the,
not looting.
the point
They're
is
not looting Dollar Tree.
the point that I'm
Fix the
making.
liquor.
The point that I'm making is because when we do something,
Dishwashing detergent is not a come up.
it's made it seem 80 times
You know what?
worse.
It's expensive.
It is expensive.
Like
That
this.
is expensive.
I'm gonna give you an
You're
example.
gonna go to jail over
And you
toilet
know
paper.
what I've been doing lately? I've been adding this other stuff, this powder to my stuff. Because my workout clothes smell, but I can't get it started.
Let me ask you this. Y'all remember a couple of weeks ago?
Sorry.
Y'all remember a couple of weeks ago was a NASCAR fight, the big NASCAR
All
brawl.
them
I
guys
loved it.
balling.
I
How many of them was called thugs?
You're
No,
not the.
no.
Exactly. That's my point.
They're not
Let there be a
good
fight in the NBA. That thuggish
Your
mentality,
thuggish
yeah,
mentality. I
exactly,
got you,
man.
I got you,
That's the bullshit I be talking about, man.
I got you.
Relax.
But none of those race car drivers was beating the crowd up.
Dog.
None of the race car drivers was fighting the crowd.
No, they was fighting each other.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like any NBA fight, when they fighting each other, oh, he's a thug. Yeah, that thuggish mentality.
That's because they didn't have tattoos on their neck.
Hey, man,
So now, if
That's
a white dude
what
got tattoos,
thugs have.
All right,
a white dude with tattoos on his hands, is he a thug?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Excuse me. I have a
Do you hear
commentary.
this?
I have a commentary. Excuse me.
We need to pull up some mug
I have
shots
a
of
commentary.
some pilgrim
I have
thugs.
some commentary here.
Go ahead.
Moose.
All right.
Camera's on you, man.
Hi. This is Moose, aka Big House. And what I want to say to you right now is that if you look at a common thug, or we say an individual that has poor coping mechanisms, whether they are a pilgrim or a black man, they have very similar characteristics. Say a black man that might listen to hip-hop music and that also has a dog, owns a home, or maybe rents a home in his community, has a dog and a vehicle. They will most likely listen to music that will talk about the plight of their neighborhood. They will have some engine parts in their front yard, possibly an exhaust manifold or some sort of engine that's sitting somewhere in their front yard, and they will have a dog named King chained in their backyard. Now, flip to the thug that's possibly what we would consider a good old boy, i.e. NASCAR driver and the such. Their music, a little slower, a little more twangy, talks about the plight of their neighborhood and their life and their relationships with their women. They also have car parts in their front yard, and they also have a dog named King chained in their backyard. So if you look at it truly, the urban plight and the good old boys, or the thugs and the good old boys, they're all thugs. They're all the same. We just need to understand they are. This has been Moose, a.k.a. Big House, and this is my commentary on we're really all the same. Thank you.
Now I'm gonna go to my little rebuttal to what you just said.
Please do.
Let's listen to what you just said. You said, the thug has a dog named King. Then he changed his backyard. All that. But see, the thing is, the term thug and good old, calling somebody a good old boy does not have the same negative connotation as the word thug has.
I don't use the other.
I'm not talking. I'm not necessarily talking about you. I'm saying in general, the masses.
And I apologize. I need to be quiet. You were quiet.
Whenever anybody speaks of minorities, African American minorities, the term thug is always used, or the term like when they talk about black quarterbacks, it's always he couldn't. They had to make the playbook small. It's always things doing with his brain. If you ever noticed that, whenever they talk about any black quarterback, it's always something to do with upstairs. He's always they had to simplify the playbook. They had to roll him out of the pocket. They had to make sure he only read one half of it. Everything has to do with his brain, basically insinuating that he's not smart enough to play the position. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you talk about a white quarterback, he's cerebral, he's smart, the way he thinks on the field, he uses, it's always about how
with his athleticism.
It's always about how smart he is and how good he is upstairs. That's the problem I have. Is these negative connotations.
We're still talking about the difference between.
Yes, the same thing that happened in it was that movie Django. You get the little bone in the back of your head that just don't make you smart. Remember that little silly shit they were saying?
Compartment.
Yeah, it's the same thing today, dog.
Excuse me, I don't want to talk about compartments in the back of folks' heads, okay? I might have something in the back of my head, and we call it Helen. It's a knowledge knot.
You got a pack of hot dogs in the back.
So that's my commentary, man. Until we break the mold of using those certain terms to identify certain groups of people, it will go on and on, man. If you go to any
chicks stop getting slapped on the train and you got some random dude talking about, oh shit, world star.
But the thing is, man, if you go to any Pilgrim community that's low income, they have the same kill rate, the same stuff going on in their community that goes on in ours, man. But it's not. It's not talked about.
We don't control the media. Hey, you know what? Everybody say I got headphones on. I got a fact here that I'm nervous about. Wearing headphones for just an hour will increase the bacteria in your ear by 700 times. You know how much bacteria we have in our ear from working out and doing this radio show?
Right.
That's disgusting. Where did that come from?
I almost threw up. And I got earphones. I'm not going to take these off either.
And that food was too expensive to throw up, so you had to shovel that back into your mouth.
I'm going to swab. Like, when I get home, I'm going to swab with...
Immediately. It's called a wash rag. A Q-tip?
You need those Q-tips, yeah.
Dip it in alcohol immediately.
Is that going to mess up your eardrums?
I doubt it.
I don't know. It could be orgasmic. Hey, so, all right. Folks, this is the Heavy Hitters radio show that's live, visually on YouTube, man. Check us out. This is Moosagay Big House, man. I got Cousin Rob here to my left. What's going on, man?
Man, we got people. We got a little crowd over here. We got some people hanging out. Hanging out with yes, yeah. Oh yeah. We hanging out with the Heavy Hitters, and we're downtown at the front page.
Front page, man.
Who coincidentally has one brew chicken.
What? Their chicken is delicious.
The chicken is delicious.
The chicken is delicious, and if you go in the kitchen and ask for the Heavy Hitter chicken, they don't know who you're talking about.
They definitely use seasoned salt.
They use seasoned salt, yeah, which is not
Lowry's.
Which isn't good for the diet, but it's delicious.
Yeah, it is.
And our waitress has on skin-colored pants, so we appreciate that.
Yes.
She's looking at us like, okay.
With an elephant, like she's an AKA.
Ladies and gentlemen, she doesn't know she's on camera right now. Now, come on back up. Look, she's like, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. You can probably see us.
Yeah.
Hey, so all right. So check this out. Catch us on Twitter at Heavy
_
Hitters
_
Check us out on Twitter.
Yeah.
We posted some cool stuff on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram at Heavy Hitters Radio Show. Also on Facebook at Heavy Hitters Radio Show. Then check it out. Did you guys see the post this week about the way men take messages? Did you guys see that? I know you saw it because you liked it, but it said, hey man, the guy
Oh yeah, this is yeah.
Did you hear that?
No.
Hey man, thanks for supporting the Heavy Hitters Radio.
I missed that post. I did see the one about the dude on the toilet, though.
That was a month. That was 2 months ago.
And the chitterling,
potato
the
chips.
chitlin potato chips.
Hey man, they were
That's
delicious.
legendary.
You ate chillin' potato chips?
No, I didn't.
Chitlin flavored potato chips.
And for Thanksgiving, we talked about what we're thankful for last week. I almost bought some chitlins, but I don't know how to clean them.
I do.
You know how to clean chitlins?
I do. It's not fun. It's not fun.
Do you use soap and water?
Soap and water? No, you peel the lining off and you use water.
And then is there poop still in
Did you got any?
No, that's what you're peeling off.
Any doodle residue on there?
There's
No.
poop residue in the chitlins.
In the lining, on the inside of the lining. And you peel that off.
There's
And
no way I can eat
You
that.
throw that away.
Dude, so if you're telling me if you don't do a good job cleaning, you eat big shit.
Which is why you don't eat everyone's chitlins.
Hey, but I used to have some neighbors back in my old neighborhood. They just, whatever floated, they skimmed that off, then they ate after that.
Dude,
I would not be eating that shit.
man, my thing is, I could not eat anything that when I walk in the house, it
smells like
Now,
bottom.
I have cooked chitlins at my house, but outside though. Like my sister made some for me one season.
No, my
She had to cook them outside though, on the outside.
dude, my nose wouldn't allow me to eat that, dude.
outside, man, with some hot sauce.
See,
and
listen.
That's the first. Every black person must read from the same manual, because I swear I hear it. Every black person eat chitlins.
And greens.
And
Like
greens
you
with
get
some
the
onions on it.
macaroni and the cheese, the greens, the chitlins, right, and the sweet potatoes.
That's all you need.
It's
You're done.
over, dog.
You're
Hot
done
sauce.
good.
I've never had chitlins, and I never will eat chitlins.
Congratulations, it's going to end the same. You're still going to be in the cast.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're here today.
I swear.
Man. Hurry up, the game's coming on.
Right.
Hey, speaking of that, man, you know what? At my funeral, man, I want y'all to chill. Like, don't be crying and goofing around like, carry me down, throw me down, right? And when you're done, man, go kick it like watch a Michigan game or something.
I'm gonna have a closed casket at your funeral, and then I'm gonna have a disco ball come down, and then when the music starts, you're gonna be strung up, dog, and you're gonna swing down from the raft.
I want this song to be playing. You'll never find.
And blum blum.
I want 6 pallbearers all supporting Triple D's to lay me down.
Hey, have you seen that one on YouTube where the brothers are dancing?
Nah.
Like they carrying the casket, but they're dancing.
I'm not gay no more.
No.
That was the most. That's why. That's why black folks have it the way they do in the country.
Dude, I watched that video.
See that?
I think I probably watched that video 100. I watched that video 100 times a day.
Yeah, it's retarded, dude.
We don't use that word.
You don't. I have a clear definition.
We should not use that.
Socially unacceptable.
Oh, good job.
I will not.
Was he
carry
speaking
my
in
purse.
tongues? Was that when the Lord entered the situation? When he started?
He said,
What was that? Was he
I'm
tongue?
not gay. I would love a woman.
A woman.
He said a
He
woman.
said, I will not carry a purse.
A puss.
Come on, man.
I would not wear
That's
makeup.
why. That's
And
why.
he's a
You
big
can't
guy.
take an individual like that
I can't
seriously.
say I would
You cannot
love
take them seriously.
a woman's.
All right, so just a
That was epic.
And you know what video he's talking about?
yeah. I
Dude,
saw
that
a
was
little
video of
bit
the year, dog.
You think so?
It's probably got somebody got paid off this video.
That is classic, man. That one in the doo-doo twerking.
Twerking at
the
church.
The twerking doo-doo
Oh.
when she shitted herself.
She pooped on herself?
Yeah.
Oh, we saw that. We saw that. Yeah, we played
Nah.
that one.
We might need to do a viral, like a
viral-
video show, like this best clips, man.
Well, I can tell you right now, man. It's coming down to the end of the year, 2014, man. I mean, we have done a lot. Man. We've been on the radio, and now we're on video and it's working. I'm getting some positive feedback that everything is doing well. We got
I almost drowned earlier when I looked in the camera and was drinking.
we got the Coast Cubs going. We got basketball in here, and I tell you what, folks. All right, so Jeezy, earlier you were talking about like freedom of speech, right?
Yes.
So
You don't have it.
have you ever
It's
told
an
a
illusion.
joke? You ever told a joke, man, and it was like too early?
Like too soon, like a Luther Van
Somebody
passed away. And you said a Luther Vandross joke. Like, oh, that's too soon.
people if it's Luther, people are mad.
People get mad. Yeah.
People are mad about Luther. But okay, so
You was telling black president jokes in the early 2000s.
Right.
why
It's a little too soon.
Too soon.
why is it that people get so upset or irate about that kind of stuff?
You know what it is?
It's too soon.
Honestly, man, what I think
In
it
your
is,
best Dr. Phil
it
voice.
depends on the crowd, I think. Like, certain comedians can go into, because they know their audience, and they can say whatever they want to. Like, Lisa Lampanelli can go in a room full of black people
Bill Burr.
and say nigga all day long and won't nobody get mad. But let Jay Moore or Bill Maher go in the same room and say the joke, then it's a problem.
Okay.
So it's all based.
Because
You got a ghetto pass.
Lisa Lampanelli's letting mad cat slang in her.
That's her gimmick.
Her
She-
vagina has
See,
black
that's
meat
her
in it all
gimmick.
the time.
She's not doing that?
She's not doing. She was married, dude. She's
How
not
you
doing
know?
it. I listen to podcasts, unlike you guys. I actually listen to a lot of different.
We
other
know
shows.
that that's a reference.
So she's
credited
actually been on
reference.
Jay Moore's podcast. Yeah, it's all a gimmick, man. All these comedians, man, they got gimmicks though that they upheld. She's not sleeping with all these people that she's saying. She just like being
You
offensive.
know who you talking about.
She
I know what you're talking about.
Lisa Lampanelli.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
hilarious, though.
Yeah.
She's one of the more funnier women's comedians.
Did you say
But she-
women's?
I know it's in my head. Did I say women's?
You said
Women's.
women's.
I think I want to say
I
female.
will.
One of the women's.
Yeah, but she's
I
one of the
will.
more funnier female comedians. But she's off the chain. Like, she'll call people spooks and chinks and niggas. And,
I think some more is pretty
She's cool
funny.
with that?
who?
People.
Yeah, they love her, man. Like, her crowd, she going like, look at these two spooks, you know. And shit.
I've never
The
seen her in
gay.
my
She,
life.
but that's who she is. The thing is, that's who she is. So she doesn't.
Cover
See,
that
I'm
line.
gonna tell you how people work. Once they try to say you need to apologize, and once you don't, and say, damn you, they leave you alone. Like Charles Barkley can say whatever he want to say, and nobody bothers him, dog, because you know what? That's just Charles.
We should move over. Hey, I tell you what, man. Folks, this is Smooth aka Big House. I have, I want to say I got about 4 shirts on. And here's what it is. I got my undershirts on and I wore during the day, and then I put a shirt underneath, and I got my sweatshirt on. I did pay for the sweatshirt. I didn't pay for any other shirts, so, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'm repping the Colts, man, hard, man, having a good day. I am fresh from the phone booth, so I did not shower before I came here, and I rode the bike pretty hard for about 30 minutes, and I'm happy. All right?
I banged out 225 for 22 reps and just stopped.
That's amazing. I absolutely love that. What about you, Jeezy? What'd you do before you got here today?
Man, work. work, and more work, man. Seem like, man, like I'm getting tired of working for the man. Yo. You know, I'm really tired of working for the man. Yo, like I think it's time for Jeezy. It's time for Jeezy to do something different with his life, man.
It's time for Jeezy to take it easy.
Take it easy, dog, and make it happen, man. Where I can make my own ducats, man. So you know, I'm just. 2015, man, I'm gonna have some things lined up, man, that I'm gonna really try to pursue and
you gonna do something?
And see. Yeah, I got to, man. Like time stands still from no man. Nobody wants to be sitting around, working for somebody else their whole life, man, to get crumbs, man. I ain't with that. I need to get. No, so I need to get something.
I'm playing the ghost now.
I need to make it happen.
Someone's looking for me and they can't see me, but I'm way over here.
I can hear him, but I can't see him.
I can't see him. Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, so now we're talking about freedom of speech, and now, from what I understand, the NSA and all that is talking about, or even these websites now are doing app tracks, right? So like your Twitter, your Facebook, all that. Wants to be able to track what apps you use and what websites you go to, so they can more target the ads that you receive on your phone and your email. What do you guys think about that?
That's fine.
So that one more time, they want to target the apps you use.
No, they want to
track.
So if you're on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, they want to be able to track the apps that you tap onto on your phone or your laptop, whatever, and then they can actually target your advertising to you.
Yeah, that's been going on all day. Like, you ever think it's funny how you'll type in on your computer, you'll say, I'm looking up a Chevy, and then you go on Facebook and there's all kind of Chevy ads in your timeline. That's what it's doing, man. Every time you look up anything, any keystroke you make, or anything you look at, it automatically sends that to you. You ever get some of these strange emails that might say Acres C at something. You're like, what?
Are you sending it to me?
No, what I'm saying is because if I send you an email, then it goes out, but then I get like somebody. Acres might be spelled ACH. It might be spelled slightly different than your name spelled whatever.
So
and so you would get these. You never got these emails saying.
So like I got the Xbox One, right? You see what I'm saying? So is that why, like, if I'm at home masturbating with my Xbox on, I get a strange phone call while I'm doing it?
That never worked for me.
Going on?
I'm not sure what just happened.
But that's what it's target. Oh yes. Oops. But yeah, that's target marketing. So Google do the same thing. Anything you look up, it creates a data to better suit. They say it's to better suit your needs or whatever. Like, because I like the Heavy Hitters page. I get this little thread from this podcast called the Keep It Real podcast. Like this lady and this dude. And I was like, how did they get it on my page? But it's all set up, man. It's data. They keep data to start promote stuff that you will most likely buy.
And then, so you play sports. How are your kneecaps?
Don't mine?
Yeah.
Mine trash.
Yeah, babies are born without kneecaps. They really don't even appear until the child reaches like between 2 and 6 years of age. Did you know that?
They have kneecaps between 2 and 6.
They don't have kneecap. Kneecaps don't start forming until 2, and they're not fully developed until after 6.
So them jokers can't walk.
Yes, they can.
I mean, walk good. Babies be walking
they're
around.
playing basketball already at 4 or 5 playing.
That's why you shouldn't play, because you damaging all your organs and damaging your knees and stuff early.
No. Come on, man. You know better than that. Hey, all right, so folks, the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man, we are live out here, man, doing our thing. We're at the front page, and we absolutely love the front page hooking us up, man. We're going to have Color Claws. Color Claws is going to make an appearance, man, very soon, man, Black Santa. We're also going to have the Heavy Hitters Ugly Sweater Blanket Party.
Yes.
Raising awareness for the homeless, man, getting some blankets for the homeless. We got some socks to bring to the folks as well. Hey, all right.
And AGZ will be volunteering this time because no one at the event is getting paid.
You're absolutely right, except for Santa. All right. So here's what I'm trying to understand. These things where the people are lying in the road and like shutting down the road and all that. What is that called again?
Talking about the death
end?
People laying down, simulating dying.
Right.
Death protest, whatever.
Okay, so now, if you think about this, matter of fact, yesterday was Rosa Parks' birthday. No, yesterday was the anniversary of Rosa Parks and the Selma bus issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so when they decided to boycott the buses, 90% of the black population in Selma said, I'm not riding the bus. And the bus lost 63% of their revenue. That was huge.
Impact.
That was humongous impact.
Because what?
How come we're not able to do that?
Because I'm gonna tell you what the difference is.
Are you okay?
The difference is this: with the Rosa Parks and the bus issue, we didn't just walk around and march. We hit them where it count, in their pocket. So if you say, you know what, I'm not gonna support anybody who support this organization, we're not going there, we're going here, then that's how you invoke change. You invoke change by boycott works. Marching and protesting, that does nothing. Because you know what, you'll march for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you'll go home. And you'll go back to your old ways. What works is boycott. Hit people in their pocket. Right, then once you want, if minorities take a stance to where we say, you know what, if we want to be anti-establishment, we're going to take our money out of the economy and only spend our money with like businesses or people who support our minority causes.
People are people, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then you will see a change. But until then, man, it's going to remain the same, dog. Always.
All right, so here's the thing, though. I mean, like, they also set up a situation where guys that had money and big cars and stuff like that, then they ran people to work and kind of took care of each other and all that. I don't see that happening these days. I don't see us being able to say, all right, so you're not riding the bus, I'm gonna pick up 5 of y'all and take y'all to work in the morning, and we're gonna make this happen. What's the reason that we can't motivate and pull ourselves together to do that kind of thing?
Integration.
You can't even spell that.
Because we got a Pilgrim Girlfriend?
No, integration, not interracial dating. Integration happened. So what happened is the man realized, like, you know what? As long as the blacks have their own communities, you know what I'm saying, they still have power.
So you don't necessarily mean integration. You're talking about like when we
segregation.
When we got desegregated.
Integration, we integrated with them.
Okay.
So we can't desegregate it. Integrated, desegregated, same thing.
Okay, I'm with you.
So what happens is, like, you know what, we're gonna free up everything, let you go. So now we're spread out. We're not in the same community. And the ones that's in the communities are the lesser socialites anyway. So they don't have no economic power. They don't vote. They don't do so they're not, I'm gonna say important when in the eyes of the law because they don't vote, so they don't count. So then the ones that are smart, the ones that are affluent, the affluent black people, they living out in the predominantly white communities.
What Ice Cube say? Living way out.
You living way out. Yeah. So again, your life, even though the Ferguson projects, I don't live in Ferguson. Like, for instance, let's say, for instance, Hallville projects, whatever. I don't think Hallville got projects, but let's say Hallville.
What did you say?
to bring
The project of Hallville.
So everybody from Hallville, they move out to Wayne Township, like you said, to be closer to Ben Davis. So now, if there's a problem in Hallville, the people who are fluent, the ones who can speak eloquently and speak highly and people can understand, they live in Wayne Township. They don't live in Hallville no more, even though they're from Hallville. So who's speaking for Hallville people? The ones
The uncredited,
the uneducated,
the discredited in court.
Yeah, disenfranchised are speaking. So now the
you know that's why he got discredited in the Ferguson case, the witness.
Why is that?
Because man,
yeah.
I'll tell you what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
get him out of here, dog. Like
so,
we can't take his word.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but just because there's somebody that if you don't speak, that's why education is so important as far as learning how to speak a certain way so people can understand you. I can go to the crib, the G, and be like, yo, what's up, son? And I can talk just like they talk.
You don't say son.
I do say son sometimes.
Yeah, either.
But what I'm saying is I could talk that way, but at the same time, you put a camera in my face, I can sound like I got some sense too.
Hey man, I tell people all the time.
You do have a camera in your face, and you don't make sense.
I'm definitely multilingual. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, like I'll say to y'all, you know what I'm saying, on this camera, but if I'm in the business world, like I'm writing a grant, stuff like that, man, my speech, my vernacular is impeccable.
You even take a little bass out of your voice.
No,
Yeah.
never.
You go from what's happening. My name is Chris. Oh, this is getting paid.
Yeah. So this is the illustration.
Unfortunately, that never happened.
That always happens.
No,
you had a pink shirt on.
The bass.
With a yellow tie, man, and
the bass was completely gone from your voice.
The bass don't come out.
See, this is the type of demonstration that we want to deliver here, if you will.
Hopefully you guys think this is funny because it ain't true. And here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. I will wear a pink tie. I mean a pink shirt and yellow tie. However,
you've heard it here first.
That's right. I ain't tripping on that.
You wear a pink tie.
However, yeah.
How do you feel about that pink tie?
I love it. I love the pink tie.
Heavy hitters radio.
I already got a.
Oh, you don't need the microphone.
No, I got a mic.
The pink tie.
But hey, I'm gonna tell you right now though, but I can't because in a lot of situations that I've been in, I end up being the ghetto tour guide. I represent all the black people. You know why? Because I can speak. You know, so then I become the one that got to answer them questions. So why are they acting like that in Ferguson? Man, I was born on 10th Street, Hallville, USA.
Yeah, I fell asleep last night on 25th and but seeing
you know what I said? Somebody asked something similar to that, like, well, why are they angry, whatever, There's never a proper way to phrase how black people acted from a white person. So it's always kind of like, instead of figure out the words to say. So we always come back with is this. You remember 1995, where you was when the OJ trial came down? How did you feel at that moment when he was found not guilty?
They getting us back.
Why are they acting like that?
So take that same pit like there was no justice. He killed the same.
I was 18 years old.
But people the white folks was heated. OJ to this day, they still hate OJ because of that. To this day, it's been 20 years ago.
White woman.
That's the worst part about him is that he still became a butthole and then gave him
a reason to put him in jail.
A reason.
This dude went to jail for taking his own stuff back.
I don't understand.
But the thing is, the average person would have got probably like a couple of days in jail, a couple of weeks. You get this dude like 7 years.
Organized crime strike. Like he had his own team.
Yeah.
Like he was Ocean's
right,
4.
to get his own stuff back, his memorabilia back.
But he formed his own Ocean Alliance.
Yeah, but to get this man like 10 years for that, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Conspiracy to.
But they was like, you know what? We didn't get you on this for killing you, but we gonna go ahead and get you back.
We gonna slap you.
The powers that be, man. But see, the problem is we don't have that powers that be. There's no like this Michael Brown stuff is just whatever.
We don't want that power. We want Air Forces.
That's why I think that what's the quarterback for Washington?
RG3.
That's why I think RG3 got benched because RG3 speaks like he's the same as Peyton Manning and all that.
Yeah, he's not.
But they don't treat him the same.
No, they don't treat him.
But he's like well, the team got to do better, and the guys got to do better, and I got to do better, and the coach got to do better. And they're like, hold on, man, you can't be talking like that. But if Peyton Manning said, hey, the team got to be better, like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
Dude,
This is
RG3 got benched.
1965. You don't know it.
I saw it on they played the Colts. They showed the little stat. This first season, he went, I think it was like, whatever his record was. He won, his touchdown was high, his interceptions was down. Then he got hurt. And then once he got hurt and he came back too soon, he played 4 games this year.
RG?
And they put him on the bench after 4 games. How name me any other starting QB that you drafted with the number 2 pick gets 4 games and they put him on the bench?
Mark Sanchez.
No, I give you one more name, E.J. Emanuel. And what do E.J. Emanuel and RG3 have in common? They're black. But I watched Mark Sanchez stink for the Jets.
He's garbage.
I watch who's the guy in St. Louis? Oh, he gets hurt over and over again. He stinks.
Yeah, he's garbage.
He's garbage. Yeah. I watched Jay Cutler for my Bears. No, he was Oklahoma. Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
I watched Jay Cutler throw interception after interception. After interception. Is he on the team? Is he still playing?
He signed for a major.
They gave him more. Not only did they not bench him, they gave him more money.
Yeah, and he's
I watched the Houston quarterback with the big beard. Was this the beardsman? He's be in Buffalo. He's still gonna be in Buffalo, and left Buffalo and got another starting job.
He's trying.
I watched Matt Flynn keep getting deals. Matt Flynn has signed about 8 times. Keep getting deals. But Vince Young can't get a job. So St. Louis got a quarterback named Sean Hill. I've never heard of this dude. But Vince Young can't get a job, dog?
Yeah.
Chris Leak won a national title at Florida when Tim Tebow was his freshman year. Chris Leak was not drafted. Chris Leak in preseason looked good, but never got a job. Troy Smith balled out at Ohio State. Balled out at Baltimore. Got hurt and entered Flacco. He never got his job back.
But Flacco won him a championship.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but Flacco won. But you mean tell me that Troy Smith can't get on another team and get a job?
No, he's black, man.
That's my point, dog.
Hey. Maybe
black quarterbacks
need their own.
You got one shot to shine.
Maybe black people need their own continent.
Dude, I'm gonna get another example.
Their own resources.
I'm gonna get another example. You remember Raheem Morris?
We will succeed if we have our own.
No, you remember Raheem Morris is a Tampa Bay coach. You remember Raheem is Tampa Bay? He was a head coach for Tampa Bay, right? He got fired for Tampa Bay, right? No, he's not. He's a defensive backs coach. I bet you money he's a defensive back coach. He's a defensive back coach for the Redskins. He's not a coordinator. He's a defensive backs coach. Remember Rob Marinelli? Detroit didn't win a game, right? The year he was the coach. He's a defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. Detroit didn't win a game when he was the head coach. They didn't win a game. They were 0-17, 0-16. Didn't win a game. He got fired. Defensive coordinator. It's like a step down. Raheem Morris, yeah, he'll make you the defensive
here's what you do.
backs coach.
Here's what you do.
Come on, man. There's a difference, man.
It is a difference. It is a difference.
When we brought your boy that played for that went to Denver, drafted Tebow, traded all the young coordinator. He went back to New England as an offensive coordinator.
His name was George.
Yeah. So yeah, all this. What I'm saying is,
you said in the middle of me trying to remember his name, but
I think his name. Yeah, look at Alabama's offensive coordinator. How many jobs he get? He went to USC, stunk. Tennessee, stunk. Oakland, stunk.
We get it, man. It's not fair, man.
Yeah,
it's not fair.
Equality, dog, is what I want.
What we have to do is make it a black man's world.
We always got to strive for equality, man. Use our money, man.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We got Air Maxes to buy.
Right.
We got $200 Air Maxes we must have.
We must.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah. I don't get
We
that.
must demand equality while we sit on our asses.
Yeah.
And
So,
get free money
so
from
let's
the
move something lighter real quick, man. We get all hot and heavy.
heavy hitters.
But I want to ask you, man.
And it all ends the same. Believe me.
We didn't get into this, man. The Flash, dog. Did you watch last week, man?
The Sonic Boom Flash? That was the hardest episode. No. The electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, dog. Hey, dog. I'm excited, man.
So no, this week is the Arrow versus the Flash. I don't know how they're gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna,
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
be.
we heading into all these shows, man. We heading into the winter break. So
Which
they
is
shut
weak.
it down, man. They shut it down for like a month, and then they come back with the new episodes around
It
February.
was January, I think January,
When
everything.
you done received your tax check and you ain't trying to sit at home and watch TV. For real.
So what do you think about? I mean, you think that was the best one to date?
The metal dude gets killed.
Yeah, gets
I'm like,
killed.
why? My whole key on the Flash is I'm ready for the doc. The doctor was like, "Look here, stop your investigation, or I'm gonna kill your daughter."
Was that the doctor? Is he the Flash?
Of course he is, man. He's the reverse Flash, dude. I'm hyped.
He is.
The wheelchair dude.
I know he can see in the future because he kept saying, "Show me."
The reverse Flash is from the future.
Get out of here. See, you read the comic books, so
Yeah,
you know
man.
all of this stuff, man.
The
So
difference between a nerd and a geek. I'm gonna just stop right there. So yeah.
see, I don't read the comic books, so all this is like new to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm still, but you know the history. So the doctor, he's from the future. Or how,
And with that, didn't you see the?
I saw the newspaper where he kept
Where did you get that futuristic newspaper from? The past, the present?
right the future, right. But what I'm saying is, so the thing changed him as well.
Nah, he caused that to happen. In the future, Flash, like, he hates the Flash, dude. You know what I'm saying? So he'll go back in the past just to create him, just to fuck with him some more. You know?
You lying?
Yeah, man. Like, he hates him, dog. He hates everything about the Flash.
I think Chris playing music while we're talking.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive. He's
I did earlier, but I'm not right this second. Well,
Like, what we was talking about, the Willie.
Trust it.
Can't trust it. Yeah. Here's my thing. Instead of creating a woolly mammoth, let's make broccoli and rice cakes as addictive as cheeseburgers.
They're not gonna do that.
Right? So then we can lose weight eating healthy
they
stuff.
don't want you to do that. Let me ask you this while we're on that. What?
Why is that a bad idea?
You know everybody's on these e-cigarettes. I can't help but think that at some point that's gonna cause some problems.
I mean, of course.
I just don't think that you smoking electricity and getting a vapor is healthy, man.
Yeah, it's got to be it's brainwashing. Like, you know, that control, like, I'm sick of life, and then you breathe something, you're like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what
There's
I mean?
something
Like,
about
that's
that.
something.
It just
My
don't.
thing is this, like if you smoke or if you eat this fast food, it's all a plan, and it could be something as simple as you eat the cheeseburger or the fries, and then you look at TV and like, I'm under control, you know what I mean? Like, because you've eaten or you smoked or something,
Yeah,
I'm under control. Like, you hear something and you're under control.
because the e-cigarette, man.
Easily, like if you didn't brush your teeth, you wouldn't be afraid of the police.
So are they ever going to legalize, like, say, marijuana in this part of the country?
I think once
As
everybody,
soon as they're able to control it.
I think everybody's looking at Colorado and seeing how they redoing schools and building stuff, and how the money's being.
How much? Damn the schools.
How much money
they
they're making off that, where they're gonna be like, you know what, they're gonna have no choice but to be like, you know what,
We need that bread.
We need that bread.
Nah, for real.
you know. So I
We
think I
need
heard
that
Indiana.
bread.
I thought Indiana was 2015 that was looking at, but Indiana might be the last.
Yeah, you like something about you can grow it so long as you sell it to some kind of like you
Indiana?
can farm it. Like you can't like for hemp. You can't sell it.
Like,
You like, yeah, man, I got that killer. You can't be like that, dog.
It's for medical. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean? You have to sell it to, you have to industrialize.
I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't.
Because it's beautiful, that's why.
No,
It's too distracting.
You ever done it before?
That bitch.
Yeah.
On camera, we bet
No.
never.
I have no
I've
idea.
never-
What you're
Man,
talking
you didn't say you
about.
did it when you was in high school. Am I gonna?
So this ain't Barack
I
Obama.
did not. I did not
Barack
inhale.
Obama backwards means something.
I did not inhale, and I did not have sex with that.
Let me
woman.
move away from this.
I put like this.
before go
I hit it.
to the mark.
I hit it, but I don't think I hit it right. That was my first time, and I swear I didn't do it right because I feel absolutely
Let me
nothing.
tell you something. Mary Jane is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in life. She's beautiful.
Allegedly.
No, she's beautiful. I didn't say I smoked. I said Mary Jane is a beautiful ass woman.
You did say that.
Big ups to Mary Jane, especially on camera, because I don't know what my future in politics holds. And whatever.
Man, if
life
Clinton can say he did that,
slides-
and
I'm not Clinton.
and
I'm
Bush
afraid-
he smoked weed. Barack Obama said he smoked weed.
Brett, please believe George Bush being that big of an idiot.
Oh, I got another bruising reviews.
Loud packs every
I
day.
got another bruising reviews real
Real
quick.
quick before you get it. Hey, folks, it's the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. You are listening and watching us live on YouTube.
All them-
Google Hangouts, man. Check this out. I know you guys are out there. Hey, we appreciate the folks that are checking this out. This is Moose, aka Big House, man. To my left, is
It's
Cousin
got to be
Rod.
done, man. You can't laugh, man.
Cousin Rod, what's up?
I'm doing all right today, Moose. How's it going, man?
I'm good. And across the table there, folks, it's incomparable. Hey, Jeezy, I know his hair's a little shiny on one side. I don't know. what
Yeah,
you-
man. I'm illuminated, dog.
That's because of all the women that's smiling at him over
You're
there. You guys
Illuminati?
can't see.
I'm Illuminati,
See the
dog. I'm
women.
illuminated. I got the halo over me, yo.
Hey, so hey, check us out, man, on Twitter at Heavy
Underscore.
Hitters.
Underscore.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook, man. We're on a Heavy Hitters Radio Show. You can also catch us on Instagram at Heavy Hitters Radio Show too. We have some pretty funny posts, lots of things. Man, we're talking about sports and all kind of good stuff, and current events. Man, we are the guys you want to hang with.
Yeah.
This chick's hugging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Joker's lost all kind of focus around this
I
bitch.
was looking at chicks hugging. Hey, all right, so
Yeah, we are.
I got a quick bruising reviews, man.
all right, go. Hey,
Netflix,
explain-
go on Netflix.
Hold on 1 second. What's brews and reviews?
One brew is great. 5 brews it sucks. Heavy hitters. That's our own stuff we made up and took. Yeah.
we just changed the name, copyright purposes. Hey, Cocaine Cowboys on Netflix, dog. The documentary. If you've never seen it, man, I encourage you to go watch it, man. If you like any of those Godfather films, any of those kind of movies,
Is it a
this is real.
fictional-
This is real,
I'm cool on
dog.
Little Tukey. on
Miami,
Wood Street.
No, this ain't about. This is about the Colombian. This chick, dude. Miami
White.
was built off cocaine, dude. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Pablo Escobar this chick was above him.
No way.
Yeah, she the one who gave him his stuff. This chick was making like $8 million a week, dude.
$8 million.
A week. She was the first billionaire in the cocaine game, dog.
Is she still around?
She's in jail.
Was
Duh.
she not
Duh,
on
it was-
Gangsters?
Huh?
What's
Duh.
that show? Remember that show,
Duh.
Gangsters or whatever?
She was so thorough. If she went to a restaurant and let's say, yeah, I didn't get the ice cubes I wanted, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna have people come and shoot up the line outside.
All right,
'cause I'm
sorry,
mad.
Sorry, real quick. You said she was so thorough.
Thorough.
Can we get a translation, please?
The thorough is a real
Can we
word.
get an urban translation for what you meant by thorough?
Thorough, meaning she was so the boss of everything.
Thorough.
Thorough.
Dude.
Now, where I come from, they said, boy,
The
she
truth.
thorough.
She thorough.
Thorough.
She thorough.
I encourage
Oh,
zero
thorough.
brews, man.
Hey, man,
You will be astonished. You'll be astonished by how much money, like these dudes. This one dude had so much money that he couldn't put it nowhere, so he buried it in his front yard. He had like $5 million buried in his front yard because he had nowhere to put the money.
$5 million is not a lot of money.
There's always places.
In
to
the
put-
80s, $5 million was a lot of money
There's always
You
places
said
to
that
put
like that chick was making $8 million a week.
a week. Yeah,
That
Yeah, she
means
was-
you can go shopping every hour of the day and never
Dude,
run out of money.
She was responsible for over like 1,000 murders
I believe that.
in Miami. Like If jokers didn't pay her, she would kill him. If she didn't want to pay people, she would kill him. If she didn't like the way you looked at her, she would kill you. I mean, she was just a boss. A boss.
And so they made a TV show about it?
A documentary.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
So like all these
What's
buildings.
the name of it?
It's called Cocaine Cowboys.
I want to see that.
No, it's thorough.
They had that pure shit.
No,
Yo, that
was,
white chick is raw. You
dude,
understand?
Is she white or was she like?
She's Colombian. She was Colombian.
Nah, listen to what they call cocaine white girl.
Yes, they do. You said white chick, though.
White girl, yeah. That pilgrim is beautiful. Do you understand what I'm saying?
If you can see the look that Moose just gave when you said white girl.
Damn, the look, dog. That white chick is beautiful.
Yes, they are. Hey, all right, so
If Moose ever the mayor, they're gonna bring up all this heavy hitters
Yeah.
footage.
Yeah.
But who was
his father?
So what were you saying here? Who was that man?
shout out
Who was
to
the
Marion
ninjas you was
Barry.
hanging out with?
Shout out to Marion Barry, man. Rest in heaven, Marion.
He
Barry.
passed away?
Yeah, he did. He passed away like
Did
I wanna
you
say
know?
right before Thanksgiving. And you know what? Now
Was
he
it
was a
OD?
crack. No,
He smoked.
Man,
He was the first crack smoking
he
governor.
What it was, he got a little. He was a mayor.
Mayor.
He got a little sick. He got out. You know, he went and got him something to eat. Went to his son's house and collapsed going into his son's house. Man, now who knows what kind of stops he made on the way?
Oh no, wait, too soon.
Yeah,
Is it too
is that freedom of
soon?
speech? And so I don't know what kind of stops he made. But yeah, shout out to Marion Barry, man, because he smoked crack with a crack whore that was a prostitute, and they re-elected him. Matter of fact, they just re-elected mayor. He was also the city county councilman for a while.
Well,
as
he had Morgan Freeman writing his speeches.
Hey, so in your life, do you want? I think at some point it depends. It depends on what kind of life you have. You either have Morgan Freeman kind of dictating your life, you know what I'm saying, like as a spokesman.
A better day. A better day.
Or you have
Moore was off
Samuel
trying to
L.
get him some shit.
Or you have Samuel L. Jackson as your.
I'm
which,
saying.
which which one would you rather?
Ooh.
If you had a narrator for your life,
I
you
want Sam.
Morgan Freeman or you want Samuel L. Jackson?
Are they cussing while they narrate my life?
Yeah, I mean, it's Samuel L. Jackson straight snakes on a plane. Samuel L. Jackson or
Samuel
Morgan
Jackson, the negotiator.
No, Samuel Jackson, Pulp Fiction.
Freeman. You want that one?
Jules.
You
Let's
want,
get
you
it.
want Jules narrating your life?
I can't do Samuel Jackson because he does the new Chapter 1 credit card. Was it Capital One credit
Capital One,
card?
yeah. He
I
said
can't-
chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
What's
That's
that?
how you know my
Is that
credit's
bankruptcy?
fucked up. Hey, look, yeah.
He did
What
the
does credit mean?
He doing bankruptcy killer cards.
But yeah,
Ooh, that's a tough one, dude.
I'm gonna go with Morgan
You want Morgan Freeman?
because he
to do it?
does the Cosmos, man, or Into the Wormhole.
I mean, Morgan Freeman's voice is just so subtle, like, you know, like it's all started back in the day, you know.
Well, here's
He
here's
said
the
the
thing
boy was off trying to get him some shoes. Is it what? He wasn't trying to run away. He was trying to get him some shoes.
I want Samuel.
You-
I want Jules. I want
I
Jules.
think in my life I might need Jules to do mine because there's been some.
That's
times-
motherfucker right here
It's,
with
you
the
know.
Miss Davis.
he's gonna say some expletives. He's gonna pray for me.
No.
He's gonna do all that. He's gonna really be in my life.
Let me ask you a question.
I want Jules.
Did
to do-
Pulp Fiction catapult Samuel Jackson?
Yeah, man, because he was in 187. He was Coach Carter. Then it was Pulp Fiction.
Because I
And
think,
he's been
but people don't realize
ever since.
Samuel Jackson been in a lot of movies before Pulp
Wait
Fiction
a
that you
minute.
never
He
heard
was
of.
in the first Jurassic Park.
He's
before-
been
been
in more movies than anybody.
To anybody.
He's made more money in movies than anybody, but only because of he doesn't make as much like as Will
He
Smith.
does
But he's
everything.
been so many, yeah.
Yeah. So
He
Pulp,
was in School Days
I did not know that.
with a Jerry Curl.
I did not know he was in Goodfellas. I did not know that.
I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
remember he was the dude that was late with the truck. Straight up.
He got
He
killed.
was in Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
the
I
first
forgot
Jurassic
about
Park.
that. Hold
Yeah.
your butts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You forget that he was in Coming to America. The dude that
Yeah,
robbed.
that Rob
That
McDowell.
Rob
yeah.
McDowell.
Like
You
you
said, sit your mother ass down. Hey, he's been around for
forever.
years.
Yeah.
Coach Carter, 1-8. Nah, yeah,
He's
Coach
Coach
Carter,
Carter, yeah.
187. Jackie Brown.
Yeah, but, I mean, yeah. He didn't make his IMDb
He's the
page.
master of wigs, dog.
All right, so
He's the master of the man wig.
So I got a question for you. So now, and I know this is kind of going backwards just slightly, but it crossed my mind. So I saw today. I was in the gym today, and I saw where Michael Brown's stepdad. They got him on camera after the verdict saying, "Let's burn this down. Let's burn this down." And so now they starting to talk to him and all the people that got something to do with him because they might bring him up on charges of inciting a riot. What do you think about that? They showed him on camera like for 30 minutes, the whole 30 minutes.
Yeah, he's black, so he's through. Heavy hitters.
The thing about that, man, is
it's not that deep, man. I mean, I don't care. Like, I seriously don't care, man. It's been worse, and it will be worse in the future,
like
regardless of my opinion.
Rodney
Come on, man.
King.
That was an atrocity, man. That Rodney King was an atrocity. They have them on camera. You mean there was someone that was like, looks like they're doing the right thing to me?
right?
Like, how?
Yeah.
That
How, dude?
was a classic. That's a walk off.
We forgot about that. Like, yeah, that looks.
It's like there's nothing new, dog.
Damn, Rob, you're right about it. Because Rodney King got the shit
He
beat out
got
of him.
the shit beat out of him, dog.
And somebody was like, not guilty.
Like, I got tired of watching. I went into the bathroom, came back, got a sandwich. They was still whooping his ass, man. It's like,
That's good.
how do you see that video and like, yeah, these guys were in the. Of course, they had no bass in their voice. These guys were in every,
Well within their
they were
rights.
doing their job.
By the way, I never talk like that.
Look,
Did you guys
look,
notice
of course
that?
not.
Look, I like this is cool. Like, there's actually a couple where the brother and sister are together and the Pilgrims are together.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's very rare that you see that these
That's
days.
very radical 1973 behavior.
And they're having dinner.
Yeah.
They're having a late night dinner together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, so folks, I'm so glad you guys are checking out the Heavy Hitters. Man, I'm getting some pretty decent feedback. You can reach us. You can call at 317-67.
Heavy.
Again, that number is 317-67.
289.
Cousin Rob, that number is 317-67.
43289.
43289, man, that is us. I tell you what, so all right, so the sports scene. Oh, speaking of that, the Heavy Hitters Fantasy Football League, I have won 5 weeks in a row. I moved from worst to like third place.
I haven't checked my fantasy team in I don't know how long. Once I couldn't get running backs.
Night. I have not checked.
I try to keep up with it. But I'll admit, in all my leagues, man, I pretty much stink.
Once I couldn't pick my people, man, I was through. And then the confusion the weeks after. And I gave it a 5 brews. Yahoo Fantasy Football. I will be on ESPN next year, man.
What do you mean? It's simple.
ESPN Fantasy Football is easy. It's user friendly.
I don't understand. Y'all was
Honestly, I'm at the playoffs.
Now you understand
yeah,
what
top
AGZ
4.
was saying about
I lost by 3 points.
black folk and having to make the playbook smaller. You know,
Is that what it is?
yeah, man, that's what you're saying, man. You know, I need a smaller
We gotta make the
playbook,
playbook.
man. I'm all about the athleticism, man.
We gotta make the playbook
Yeah,
smaller for you.
that's it, man.
That's hilarious, man. All right, so, hey, folks. I tell you what, man. You've been with us. You've been with us strong. We're gonna wrap it up here in just a few minutes. All right, so
Trojan style.
what's that?
You can wrap it up. I lost. The worst about fantasy, man, is lose by 1 point. Because you start going through your roster and say, who can I put in the game to give me the extra?
Mistake that you made, you just lost by 1.
Dog, I played, you know what I'm saying? I had a league where I didn't play Devin Hester. He gave me 12 points. I played Steve Smith, who gave me 1. And I lost by 1.
Well, there you go. You know what? All these guys have been gone. I'm really not sure exactly what has happened with the mass. I think as soon as it got chilly out.
Dude, I lost all my fantasy games in 3 leagues by a total of 1 point. Easily, I lost a total of 3 points.
So 3 points.
In the Heavy Hitters League, I lost by less than 1 point.
Hey, so I tell you what, man, we had somebody in the crowd that was amazing.
All because the Pittsburgh defense gave me -2 points.
Ooh.
I'm done with fantasy, dog. I'm retired,
Man,
man.
I had Denver defense. They gave me 12 points.
Nah, I'm done.
12 points.
Jeezy's done. My Bears suck. Notre Dame suck. Kentucky didn't win it all, so that's basketball. The Bulls going to the playoffs, so we'll be good. The Bears stink.
I don't know about all that.
Green Bay keep winning, dog. I'm watching. I'm going for New England, just hoping Green Bay lose. Like, I'm at the point now where I just want whoever Green Bay play, I'm their fan. That's how much I hate Green Bay.
Dang, but you're a Bears fan.
Exactly. Who's the close rival? Houston, maybe?
Yeah, Houston, Tennessee. So, and Patriots. I mean, the Patriots are the biggest rival, but they just blowing us out every last several years. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's cool because the Colts are doing very, very well. All right. What do you think about that? Are you? What you got? That's hilarious, man. Hey, folks.
And you know, sometimes you see things that you want to ask the obvious question, like, so that's you, dog. but you're not sure. You're not sure.
Hey, this is Mosaic. This is Mosaic Big House, and I'm trying to figure it out.
Ain't no it's funny, dog.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
You know what's funny, dog.
Well, put yourself on camera.
Hey, that's hilarious. Is this cat with dog so many chicks out? like it's no, you hear I laugh to myself. I'm thinking to myself like, this cat like, man, I'm sorry, I can't get with baby mamas like that. I'm like, nigga, what?
What did you just say?
What did you just say?
What just happened?
I seen your portfolio though.
I got a copy of your playbook.
I got a copy of your playbook.
Hey, speaking of that, speaking of playbooks, man, I want to talk about this real quick. All right.
For sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So, Jim Irsay, okay, like Ray Rice is being reinstated into the National Football League.
Uh-huh.
All right. Hey, thank you for coming. We appreciate you. Go Blue.
No, navy blue, bear down.
And so, all right, so Ray Rice is out there. Do you think any team is going to take Ray Rice to play football for you?
The coach should get him immediately.
The coach should not.
I mean, we're in the red state, so they won't do it, but they should. If there's a team that could do it, the coach could do it.
No.
I mean, what did he?
I don't think the coach could do it.
Did Ray Rice fight pit bulls or something like that? He just slapped his old lady, dog. That's what he did.
Hey, folks, that was the view of
that he was assaulted, and it was a big altercation. It was a private matter. They moved on from it.
Right. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. We should not pass judgment on him.
Yeah, we should.
His wife. Saying, you know what? It's over. I'm cool.
Good. They didn't been on Law and Order, though. They did a Law and Order episode about these people.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I didn't know nothing about it.
It's weird.
All right. So she's already saying I'm cool. Like I don't want no trouble, whatever. Right. All right. So,
let this man make a living.
He's a football player.
Right,
I get that. We're not taking him here in Indiana. Now, we will have a doped up owner that's driving in his own car, that kind of thing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
With a guy with the average salary in his pocket is spending money. The man had $27,000
in his
pocket for spending money. If I have $27,000 for spending money, I'm not driving myself.
You're not.
Would you drive yourself?
No, I'm in the back of a Maybach.
Somebody's driving me. Now, it might be one of my day one guys because the only thing I can think of is that if you don't have somebody driving for you, is you on some sort of caper where you don't want anybody to know what you up to.
But know what moves? To kind of go with your point, if I got $27,000 in my pocket, I could bring you to me.
And here's a car. The car's on the way to get
go get so and so.
But you don't want nobody in your business. That's the only thing I can think of.
But then I gotta. The thing is, when you got that kind of money, I can live at the top of the Fidelity building here in town. I can say, "No, what? This is my floor. Give me the keys." I mean, I can have so many honeycomb hideaways around the city, man. Where my neighbors will never see me, dog. Jim Mercer's not married, is he?
I don't think. Who knows? I
don't think he is.
Yeah,
I don't think he is married. So it ain't like he had to hide from his old lady.
Right. He might have a girlfriend.
Yeah. So then get you a crib across. I'm a billionaire, dog. Rent is not an issue, dog.
No, rent never. Only
discretion is my issue, dog. I want to make sure that you don't tell nobody.
I love that, man. I love that. Say it again.
Discretion, dog. That's what I'm buying. I'm buying discretion. So when I walk in, the doorman, I tip him 100. I tip him 1,000, whatever. Dog, you ain't see nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Quiet.
It's quiet.
All right.
Because you want to keep getting these $1,000 every time I walk in. You want that tip.
So that brings up a point then. I think women keep better secrets than men do.
You got life twisted. I know from experience that they can't keep
women
their
don't
damn mouth
secrets,
shut.
Which means that nobody's keeping secrets.
I think men keep secrets because that's where the term comes from. He took that shit to his grave.
Well. Let's define.
Always somebody.
I was just going to say this. There is always somebody who knows your secrets, and then people know. But I think what it is men don't necessarily. Yeah, we do. Never mind. I'm gonna say broadcast it, but we may not necessarily say it, but our actions, how we dress, what we wear, will broadcast everything. That, if you got a dope dealer, you don't know he's selling drugs, but if you look at him, like the car, what he's wearing, what he's dressing, you telling yourself. Instead of saying low key.
I don't know, because some guys are millionaires.
The smart ones.
You can't even tell it.
Smart. Bill Gates will walk in here and sit right there, and maybe 5 people know who he is.
Yeah. And I'd know who he is. I'd be like, listen, $25,000 to change my life. Let me get that.
You want to just ask him straight up?
Let me get that. A closed mouth. I'd introduce it everything. A closed mouth don't get fed.
But women, what women do is once they get scoring, they'll write a book, a blog, they'll tell everybody their mama, all your business, and you hemmed up.
But then that's why you don't do nothing that really can hem you up. Like if you wear strap-on dildos, be proud of that. Then a woman will come on and tell your business, and then you like, yeah, and.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm
saying? What he's saying is, once you take the taboo away and the cover up, then it's like, so what? Y'all do that all the time. So what?
Yeah,
and what? Then it's like the whole I got you.
Yeah. Then you bring in 30 motherfuckers. Like, you see this plethora of people right here? Yeah, it's my crew. What's up? What's your point? Nothing. Anyway, so you know what I mean? Like. Kill it.
So it says you was out at 2 in the morning. Actually, I was out till 3, and your point is what?
Exactly. No, it was about 2:45, 3 o'clock.
Yeah. So you was out there late. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I'm grown. What's up? What is your point?
All right. No, what? The heavy hitters is coming with a gang. Let's do real interviews with real life, unfiltered interview. Where I'm gonna ask you the question.
Right.
I'm gonna interview you guys. You give me this. Actually, both y'all. I'm gonna interview both of you guys, and you give me, like you guys won the game, and I want you to tell me y'all lost the game. Tough game. And I want y'all to give me. I'm gonna start with cousin Rob. So what happened out there today? You guys would started off strong, and the second half is like you guys just came out kind of flat. Do you mind expressing what happened in the second half?
Yeah, man, we just didn't have the championship mentality. We just weren't winners tonight, man.
Hey, man, I was dumping inside. He wouldn't score. He couldn't hit no buckets.
Yeah. So you're saying you lost because cousin Rob wasn't making buckets?
I mean, I was throwing. We both play down low. He's a center. I'm a power forward. I was getting it to him, but he wasn't putting it down.
But so Rob, how do you feel about him saying that the reason why you guys lost today was because you wasn't making buckets?
I mean, I carry the team, so we win or lose based off of my performance. So
it sounded like to me. So if you're better player on the team. Is what you're saying? Like you're the best player on the team, and all the wins and losses are solely on you because the other guys aren't good enough.
Yeah, pretty much. And I just didn't bring it tonight. I didn't have that winning mentality. And I play the most. I score the most. I'm the best athlete. I have the most women. I spend the least amount of money on women. And you know, it comes down to the game.
Can I chime in real quick? And I just want to say, I mean, like, really, you know, if we all stopped playing, he wouldn't have anything. Like, again, what I said was, I was feeding him the ball, so that it comes into the post to me, and then I feed him. So I mean, yeah, he's got more. He got a lot of points, but I got all the assists and all the help. I'm setting the picks to get him open. I mean, I'm pretty much freeing him up to do anything he needs to do.
So Moose, how do you?
Matter of fact, after the game, I'm the one that I draw the women, and then he picks them up because I don't really.
So, with this being a contract year, how do you feel about him saying that he makes more money than everybody? Don't you feel like you want to get paid?
You know what? Just like Lance Stevenson, right? We tried him. We tried him, and yeah, he's doing all right. But I mean, really, he's a cancer to the.
So you're saying Cousin Robert's a cancer to the team?
I mean, that's how I feel right this second.
So how do you feel that he called you a cancer? Like, is he leukemia? Is he more like thyroid?
All I know is that
is he bone cancer?
You know me. You can call me Big Chemo because I'm the one that keeps him going.
I mean, realistically, every last human being has an asshole and an opinion. So I mean, it really doesn't matter what he says.
So, Cousin Rob, we had some reports earlier in the week that you was late to practice because you say you overslept and you was seen out at Blue till like 2:30 in the morning. Does that have any effect on your performance tonight?
I mean, really, I don't even see what the point of that question is. But
I mean, I think the fact of the matter is when I drove by, I saw him, the reporter. I saw you there as well.
Well, I didn't have a game to play anymore. I'm not a professional athlete. So, he
doesn't make nearly as much money as we do. But
so why are we spending our time with him? Bro?
Yeah, 2:30 in the morning. It was this really beautiful woman. She had a small waist, fat ass. The things everyone wishes that they had. But anyway, I had her.
He doesn't. He doesn't have that kind of stuff.
Well, this is not about me.
He wishes.
I just want to know did you being out late have an effect on your performance tonight? Because clearly,
I mean, it probably did, but I'm good enough to.
But you wasn't good enough tonight. You wasn't good enough tonight. So maybe if you was at home studying the playbook, because you felt.
But Achilles got killed by an arrow through the Achilles.
On accident.
On accident. Does that not take away from him being Achilles?
I mean, I got a question for you. I mean, you're a reporter and all, right?
Yes, my job is reporting news.
And so, I mean, are you cool just asking questions all the time? Like,
well, I think the fans have a right to know.
You ask questions like a chick. I mean,
so I think fans have a right to know why they spend their hard-earned money to buy tickets to go see against you guys perform, and you go out there and you give a piss poor effort.
Do you buy tickets to the game?
No, I do not.
So you get in.
Why would not?
The problem is we have a piss poor performance.
Yes.
And piss poor effort. Those are the opinions of people that can't do what we do.
Yeah, like you. If you're asking questions, you ask the same question again.
Like we'll play to 1,000 and you won't score 2 points and I'll have 1,000. So what does your opinion?
But that has absolutely nothing to do with why you didn't perform against other athletes of your same, as you say, stature.
Tonight.
Can you ask a different question? I mean, do you have any other questions for us?
Well, tonight. I mean, listen.
I was asking him
Gilman Johnson's breath smelled like shit. Could you tell me how his breath smelled? Could you play against someone whose breath is burning your right cheek every time he's guarding you? You don't know what we deal with out there on the floor. All you see is the fact that I keep missing shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I mean, the brother's breath smelled like cayenne peppers and butt crack. You know what I mean? How would you play against that?
Well, personally,
live on Heavy Hitters radio show.
But personally,
how would you play against?
He wouldn't.
Personally, I'm not an athlete. I'm here asking you guys a question. So I want to know, moving forward, would you be out late?
No, we're not moving forward. You're hiding behind that same excuse.
No. Well,
how would you feel against a 6'10" guy
I don't think
245 pounds.
I don't think the fans really care about what I.
It's like unwashed bottom.
So wait, if,
The fans don't really care what I
if
have
the
to say
fans don't care what you have to say, then why do you keep asking?
because they care about what you have to say. So I want to
And
know
I'm telling you this.
will you continue to be out at Blue
Well, then,
or Sensu to 2 in the morning? The fans are what pays your bills.
The fans can hit us up on Twitter and ask us directly.
Yeah.
We don't even need reporters anymore. They can ask us directly what their questions.
The day of the reporter is coming to an end.
So
do you have any more questions?
You have any?
I have one more question. So moving forward, will you continue to be at clubs like Sensu and Blue
Probably
to the wee hours in the morning and come up with performance like this?
Until I get fired. I mean, in the last 3 years, I've made $428 million. So
it's really not about winning; it's about the money to you.
it's about the money nowadays. If I was alive 20 years ago playing with Michael Jordan, that'd have been for the love of the game. But today, I'm getting paid.
I still love the game and I get paid.
I love the
I'm
game
kinda
because I
tired-
get paid.
And I'm kind of tired of you asking me questions. I mean, that's the biggest thing.
I mean, you didn't ask me about the quarter ounce of yay that fell out of my pocket. You didn't ask me about why I got arrested last month. You didn't ask me.
You didn't ask me about my assist to turnover ratio.
You didn't ask me about the 100.
Well, you lost the game tonight after being up, and you guys look very tired.
You didn't
So-
ask, I mean, I've been on cocaine for the past 2 days. So, yeah, I'll go to rehab tomorrow. I've already got my appointment scheduled. By definition, that clears me out of the league. So I do what I want to do. But, yeah, you didn't ask me about the 5-game stretch where I scored 214 points. You didn't ask me about the
Hey, folks, I tell you what, man, it's the heaviest.
like get
radio.
real athletes. I mean, why? You only live once. It
Right.
all ends the same. You're gonna be in that box with that eulogy.
That's
So
it.
live. So live, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Hey, folks, the heaviest radio show. And this is Moose, a.k.a. Big House. This is for Cousin Rob and a Jeezy. We are for sure straight up out this piece.
And we're
Peace.
more
Yeah,
talented. We're
Right.
more talented than everybody. So get at us.
So
Nassau, Indy.
it's that time of the show. We gotta stay. You gotta go for AGZ. It's Cousin Rob and Big Moose, and we up out
Shout
this
out to
piece.
Shout out to Fruit, man. Fruit, where you at, baby?